All 4 screens activate. Together, they display a countdown, starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes. Type reboot.
4 hour, April 13th, April, voice done,
Homestuck 13.
Homestuck, reboot.
You can't. Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard. Be the mayor. Enough of this nonsense. You're an important mayor, and this absurd contraption has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a carapaced fist, which is to stay firm, yet polished, and supple as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down.
That line got you, Toby.
I love the word supple.
Create employment opportunities for the citizen cans. I love that all of the cans labeled around him, he has none of. Bamboo shoots was not on that list.
Oh shit. We're getting into fucking continuity shit. Oh my god. Homestuck fucking sucks. They didn't bring up fucking bamboo shoots in the list.
Where is Mayo Can? He's naked right now. We continue.
Maybe that's Mayo Can.
Yeah, that probably is Mayo Can. You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all the can power available to create a vigilant town militia. Militia?
Yeah.
Shit. God, I hate English.
I'm pretty sure that has Spanish origins.
Does it? I don't know. I don't know how to read. I've told you this before. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using the piece of white chalk and the motor oil. You then organize them into phalanx?
Whatever. It doesn't
across
matter.
the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regime. When you are through with them, your forces will be a well-oiled machine. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. Lead your men to victory.
Yeah.
Bag of ants. You waste more than 4 hours on this tomfoolery.
Well, time to watch while he does this. Time to watch while he plays chess against himself.
For 4 hours.
We should play chess.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
We'll do a live stream where it's only pointing at a chessboard and we can only see our hands moving pieces.
We do not talk.
It's dead silent.
I think it'll be. I should see if I can find if there's a 3-player chess game.
Once at our university, we went in to go do some paperwork and stuff. And it was a really secluded area of the university.
Okay.
We turn around and there's 2 guys playing chess just at a table, and we're like, that's fine. And then 2 more guys show up holding their own chessboard, sit right next to them, and start playing their own game of chess.
Hell yeah.
And they don't really talk the whole time. And then they all just leave.
Yeah. That's how chess do, you know?
I love university, but I see things like that all the time.
That's just how chess do.
Mourn the loss of Citizen Tab. Oh god.
No! Sorry. I got really invested into this specific tab can.
Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculate this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You are starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be best to not be near it when this happens. Minutes in the future. Though perhaps not as few as implied by circumstances.
Alright.
Perigene?
I don't know.
Mendicant shuttles precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous.
Alright. Does this guy ever show up? He's an important character?
She.
Oh fuck, sorry.
Don't be rude to her.
During Pride Month.
I love her. Continue. Go outside and get some sun.
There is a possibility this episode might come out on my birthday.
Oh.
Who knows? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't time these out.
Spend your whole birthday editing Homestuck.
No. My birthday is June 12th, by the way. Isn't that fun? I'm a Gemini.
I'm also a Gemini, but a May.
Yep, a May and June Gemini. Now, Toby, would you like to say your star sign?
I'm a Leo.
And it shows.
Yep, it does show how much of a Leo he is. All
Far
right.
she blows.
He's still playing Animal Crossing.
And he caught a shark.
You say a bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures, by which of course you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. Shit.
Well, looks like he's dead.
The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. Curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. Alright, we moved. Scroll down. It appears the funny-looking spirograph room is locked.
It's the Homestuck.
It's stuck.
It's stuck home.
The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. Alright. Select the triangle-y fractal?
Yep.
The triangle-y fractal room does not appear to be locked. The floor turns 120 degrees, and the door opens. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted all that time in, while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom. Maybe there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall there is another perplexing contraption.
I feel like we're zooming past this time.
We gotta read. We gotta go.
I don't know if it's because, like, you know, when you watch or read something the first time, you're like, it feels like it's taking hours, and then the second time you like fucking zoom right past it, and like, oh my god, that took like 2 minutes.
Listen, we got to read this so we can get back to page 800.
Or 800, around 800.
Around 800. Back to the furry rants.
Oh god, don't remind me.
I can read the furry rants. It's okay.
No, I'll read it.
Okay. Actually, no. Anthropomorphic fauna. Sorry.
Shit, sorry, yeah. Fuck us, so we fucked up.
Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel, which catches your eye. It has two large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there is a meter stick propped up there for some reason. Oh, this is... Continue on.
Say it!
Oh, attach your trusty knife to the meter stick. I keep forgetting I have to read that.
Yeah, we have a system!
You immediately craft a measuring sphere through possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. Or, it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remembered to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife.
Jesus.
Or at the very least, flog your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus.
Man, don't you love 2009?
God, yeah, totally miss it. Look at the other wall.
To be fair, neither of us were cognizant in 2009.
Yeah, no. I don't think I'd even gained consciousness in 2009 yet.
We're Gen Z, if you couldn't tell.
Gen Z, I started reading Homestuck in middle school. The worst mistake of my life, I think. And then I read it a second time because I didn't understand it enough the first time, so I guess I had to read it a second time.
You didn't.
I didn't, but I did, and I understood it better, and now I'm reading it a third time, and I think I understand it better even now. But somehow, I think I was unconscious both times I read it.
You're going to, like, go on to another rant of this, like, after we finish reading it. I'm gonna be like, Danny, I know! I was there!
I'm gonna start ranting about something, and you're gonna be like, that happened?
It's just like, oh shit, I guess that happened.
Because this is such a long comic that anything brought up that happened, I don't remember happening. You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod it with your handy ruler. You're quite sure this is what science is all about. Is that true, Toby?
What?
Is this what science is all about?
Poking and prodding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biology, specifically.
Alright, press the triangle pattern. You go back to the control panel, which probably obviously controls that gizmo. You push the big blue button, which is Obviously, probably the most obvious thing to push.
Probably.
Probably. You purify a pumpkin. Examine pumpkin.
What? Pumpkin? Yeah, there we go.
It seems this mysterious gourd was transported, purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on the planet you are on. You wonder if the machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location. Are you playing rock, paper, scissors?
No.
Time and location you supply. There's a symbol carved on the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way. Devour pumpkin.
Holy shit. Speaking of rock, paper, scissors,
Huh.
the other day, me and Karina were hanging out. Karina's the person in the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. And we did a thing where we had to break a tie with rock, paper, scissors, and we just kept tying over and over and over again. It went on for a while. Well, let's eat this pumpkin. Let's eat this gourd.
Let's devour this pumpkin.
Well,
You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. Inspect green buttons. Oh, I got way too close to the mic. You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon for the one on the left is that house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The right one, on closer inspection, appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center. Press green button on the right. You push the button. All the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, it would make a useful reference point for your current bearings. Fiddle with the dials. We're messing with them.
yeah, those dials are sure being fiddled with.
One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. This should be easy to zero in on a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to the basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that.
That line really got you, didn't it?
I just love just having like a random skill. Purify your trusty knife. You nudge the coordinates very slightly and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately to what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. A purify can count. You nudge the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You believe that time is at a premium after all. Do you purify the pumpkin? Does this machine look like a purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that the purifier could both purify and de-purify things is so laughably ridiculous. You wish someone would de-purify your brain and re-purify it with a brain that is more smart and less dumb. Use trusty knife to carve spook schema in pumpkin. What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch.
Thank Christ.
Move spirograph switch. You cannot move it. It has a spirograph shape indentation, and possibly will require a special kind of key to turn it. A purified firefly out of the amber. Oh.
It happened. He's free.
You release your blinky new friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. Adjust time dial to purify rotten pumpkin. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the purifier. You are assuming she is a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. It seems the purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. A gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of an unappetizing sludge. Let me drink some water.
Yeah.
Some water.
Yeah. Purify the grate over the entrance to the facility. That says let's go. We
Yeah.
spent way too long trying to translate that last time.
Yeah, we struggled so much.
Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot while trapped in that amber, she was witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get the show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units.
Alright.
Perfect. Hasten to the exit. Post-haste. I think you accidentally skipped some of this last time.
Yeah.
Because you got a little too happy with the next button.
I wouldn't say I got too happy. It was like, finally it's over.
So happy. Relieved.
Relief. Exactly.
The cans are very necessary.
It was either this or the next, like, big thing.
Oh, it might have been the next big thing, actually.
Psych? Oh, wait.
Unpsych, you attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5 times cliffhanger combo and fail. We are doing it, man. We are making this happen. Ascend.
Alright, I think this is the one I accidentally skipped too early. Because, like, I pressed next right when, like, it started doing more stuff. Were you expecting this? I don't know how you weren't. I mean, obviously, it's the most... it's
the most logical explanation for what's happening.
Yeah, it's the most logical fucking thing to happen. I put it in the fridge.
Oh yeah. I was looking in the bucket and I'm like, where the heck?
We did a snack run before this, and Danny bought some chocolate covered pretzels. But because it's hot, I put it in a little mini fridge I have to keep the pretzels from the chocolate from melting.
We also have all of our snacks just sitting in a bucket that we also bought.
Yeah.
The bucket was not for this recording, I promise. I know what you're thinking. It wasn't for this. I genuinely need a bucket for my mom.
You need to get a bucket and a mop.
Yes. I think they froze again. They might have frozen into a monstrosity though.
I don't. From what it felt like. Oh look, the mom tears. Anyways. Yeah. Thank you for the pretzel.
It's him. It's the cool guy.
If you say so.
What he's called.
I was not expecting the brother to look like that.
What else was he supposed to look like?
Sort of normal. I don't know.
No, not at all.
Alright. Yeah, okay. I think...
Are we good?
Okay. Is this seriously all we missed? I think it was this, like... Because I skipped it because this button came back and that's to restart it. Alright, there we go. End of Act 2! We did it!
We made it!
Freedom!